If the shoe was on the other foot, you would say this is exactly how a victim sounds.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to well, we call you normies.
So yesterday I did a video about Sha'Carri Richardson and her altercation that she had with one Christian Coleman. Now, this is her boyfriend, allegedly of 2 years, and they had an incident at an airport in Seattle where, Sha'Carri Richardson was the aggressor. She got put in jail. She bonded out like about 9 hours later, and this is being swept on the rug swiftly. Well, Christian Coleman comes out, and as you can see here, this is from X. It says Christian Coleman defends Sha'Carri Richardson after her arrest. Now, before we get into this reaction, let's just flip this, shall we? Let's turn this around. Now, if this is Christian Coleman and he was the aggressor in the airport against Sha'Carri Richardson, he gets locked up, gets bailed out. How long before his career is essentially over?
Enemy spotted.
I would argue that by the end of that day, the end of the business day at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, he would lose all of his sponsorships. He would be criminally charged by the state because they would take over the case, right? He would lose his employment with the USA track and field team. He would be jobless, and careerless. And essentially he would have hit rock bottom within a few hours. See one latest example, that is one Shannon Sharp. And so he is not going to defend her. And I know that most men, we are taught to take stuff like this on the chin. Meanwhile, women get to rage out and destroy us when something like this happens. But we're going to listen to Christian Coleman, as you see here, as it says, defend Sha'Carri Richardson after her arrest. This is a reaction. So before we get into this footage, fair use.
Personally, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if like she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have like things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just like extending grace and mercy and love.
So you hear what he says. He says, I want to extend to her grace, mercy, and love. Yeah.
Nick, you're stupid.
We're going to extend her some grace. As I said before, if this was on the other foot, this man would get no excuses. He would get no grace. They would say there's no reason to put your hands on a woman, all those kind of things. Meanwhile, Sha'Carri Richardson could put her hands on him, and nothing is said about it outside of the day that it was reported on. That's it. So, okay, yeah.
And I feel as if like I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like I just look at like.
Oh, by the way, we all have struggles that we go through. He's putting part of the blame on himself, deflecting off of her by saying we all go through things. We all have problems and struggles. Yeah, but none that requires you to put her hands on you unless you were doing something nefarious physically to her, and then she would be defending herself, not attacking you.
Situations like this to just like take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And I hate the narrative too of just like, what I'm saying, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. It's just like, I understood. But I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation, but.
A sucky situation, man. Christian Coleman is 29 years old. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of your friends or somebody of the male persuasion get done like this. And I mean, y'all see, he's making excuses, all right? He's doing his best to try to not, put the spotlight on her because it happened to him. But he's trying to shield her by, kind of making light of all of this in this interview.
She's a human being and a great person. And I feel like, like we've been able to be like really good teammates like all year. And I hate that narrative too because
okay, yes, you're teammates because you play for the same team. But you are a couple. This is not the same thing. One is professional, one is personal, sir.
You know, us coming together like we're just two like real dominant personalities, and she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like I said,
What does that have to do with the situation, sir?
every day, and like, you know, for me in my process, like I just said, like moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, you know what I'm saying, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, you know, 10 years of my, you know, track and field career, and transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give, you know what I'm saying, like that's my path and that's my journey, and like being so up close and personal with her every day, and like I watched this girl like fall on the track like in February and walk it off like it was, you know what I'm saying, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take like a month and a half of just like rehab and trying to come back and then 3 weeks later like have a competition, and like, you know what I'm saying, like she just has a lot of things going on, and like a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that like.
Okay, here we go with the emotions.
Enemy spotted.
I hate that excuse that women oftentimes give, this whole emotional thing, right? And I get it. Yes, there is emotions. They have, you know, this whole emotional thing and hormones and all that. Yes, sir. However, I refuse to make that an excuse for a woman to put her hands on you just because she's upset or because she's some type of astrological sign or whatever. I refuse to let a woman have that kind of excuse. I'm sorry. And you shouldn't either, sir. But I get it. This is the public. It's a PR thing. You got to say this stuff. For just $5 a month, please consider becoming a member of Welcome to Normieville. There you will find access to members-only videos and members-only live streams, as well as a host of other perks. Thank you for your consideration. Back to the video.
Not only I can understand, but you know nobody can, because she one-on-one, and I'm one-on-one too, and so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously He's one-on-one, and so that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that like it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she gonna bounce back, and like I said, I see it every day. She's the best female athlete in the world, and she gonna be just fine. She gonna be good, and I'm gonna be good too. So it is what it is.
She's going to be fine, and I'm going to be fine too. It is what it is. Well, I hope that Sha'Carri Richardson faces some type of punitive action with the USA, you know, Olympics track and field team for this. There is no reason to put your hands on somebody. I'm sorry, whether man or woman. There's no. And we're not going to make an excuse for it either. So I'm sorry, sir, Mr. Coleman. But something should be done to this woman. You probably won't, but we'll see in the near future, all right? And with that being said, thanks for attending another episode of Welcome to Normieville. You know me, I'm just a Normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports and entertainment. Let me know what you think about Mr. Coleman defending his woman against DV at the airport in the comment section. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. We're out of the door, and I'll see you on the next video.